Friday as we remind you what happened on Monday Night Football. Brock Purdy and the 49ers versus Phillip Rivers and the Colts on Monday. Opening drive for the Colts. The game is tied at 0. Rivers finds Alec Pierce in the end zone for an opening touchdown. Colts lead 7-0, and the place was going crazy, as you might imagine. Ensuing 49ers drive, looking to answer. Purdy connecting with Demarcus Robinson in the back of the end zone for 6. The game is tied at 7. Late first quarter after all that scoring. Same score. 49ers in the red zone, and Purdy hitting an open Christian McCaffrey in the end zone. 49ers leading 14-7 after the first. Next Colts possession, 3rd and goal for Indy. Rivers continues to be in a great rhythm, connecting with Pierce again for the score. The game is tied at 14. The next 49ers drive. 49ers at the Colts 11-yard line. Purdy throwing across the back across his body with a touchdown to George Kittle. 49ers leading 24-17 at the half. Midway through the fourth quarter, the 49ers at this point creating some distance in the scoreboard, leading 34-27. Purdy hitting McCaffrey in the end zone for the touchdown, and that would add to their lead. 41-27. Late fourth quarter, same score. 1st and 10 for the Colts. Rivers trying to make something happen, and D. Winters sniffed it out. He takes it back to the house with a pick 6. 74 yards. 49ers win this 48-27. Phillip Rivers tries to make it happen. Here's what he said after the game.
Torn of how to express it, because it's been a blast. It's been a blast to prepare and go so you can get ready and go out there and warm up and do all that with these guys again. But again, the name of the game is not, go have a good time. It's to help find a way to lead your team. And we've come short here these first two. But I've been a part of less percentage chances of getting in and got in before. So you'll certainly won't hear me losing hope here as we prepare next week.
I mean, even if you're not a Colts fan, it does just make you smile. It's going to be hard for anyone to stop this 49ers train, though, as it picks up speed. On Monday night, Brock Purdy became the first Niners QB to throw 5 touchdown passes since Steve Young at Super Bowl 29. San Francisco has also gone 21 straight drives without punting. Their punters like, what am I even here for? That's the longest streak in the league this season, and it has them hunting down that NFC 1 seed. ESPN Analytics says they have a 31% chance. That's only behind the Seahawks. Marcus, when you look at the Niners offense, what stood out to you from this tremendous performance last night?
Yeah, I mean, beyond the obvious, watching Brock Purdy surge with the football and being able to move the football down the field, his athleticism is becoming a thing. His pocket movement, the way he's creating and extending plays, understanding when and where to not only take off and run, but how to hold the football, push the ball down the field. And listen, it's been said ad nauseum, right? Like Kyle Shanahan is one of the better play callers that we've ever seen in the NFL. But now that you have this element with what Brock Purdy has been able to do with his legs, it adds to what's already a very difficult offense to defend. Devoid of some weapons, Pearsall not playing. You've had injuries and attrition throughout for the season, but the team has managed to find themselves sitting at 11-4 and has an opportunity to be the 1 seed in the NFC. And it has a lot to do with not only how Kyle Shanahan managed when Mac Jones was playing quarterback, but now Brock Purdy, after returning, throwing 3 interceptions, but now you see the bounce back and the production. And it's starting to get scary for other teams if the San Francisco 49ers get into this playoff and have a potential home field advantage throughout. And might I add, the Super Bowl is in San Francisco as well.
Yeah, I mean, if Brock Purdy, Christian McCaffrey, and George Kittle are on the field, this offense can move the ball on anyone. And George Kittle. And going back and watching some of the big plays, struck by Purdy's athleticism, the accuracy, as Marcus alluded to, but also just so many of them. The way Kyle Shanahan uses Christian McCaffrey as the chess piece to manipulate defenses. You see here, that's not play action. That's just him leaking out into the flat. But watch the impact that it has on 4 defenders. Even that split second of Zaire Franklin kicking back into the flat gives Kittle time to settle into the void. This is play action from the gun. And again, Christian McCaffrey not only draws them as part of the run action, but even when he continues leaking out into the flat, you still see the attention he pulls. It's a Yankee concept, play action across the Sky Moore for a huge gain. Finally, the motion a fake fullback lead with Juszczyk, sells it. The entire defense, of course, follows Christian McCaffrey. So Kittle leaks out wide open, play action boot, huge gain. It's just time and time again, even when they don't run the ball, and they did run the ball decently well in this game, McCaffrey's gravity, the way he impacts defense, take a step back is so remarkable, and it makes this offense so hard to stop when they throw to people other than him.
Yeah, you guys know the defensive coordinator for the Colts, Lou Anarumo, has been really good this year, right? He's done a lot of great things for this Indy defense, and he was on the sideline just trying to figure this out. He's looking at his guys like, okay, just one stop at a time, because it was so hard to figure out what to do about McCaffrey plus the Shannon factor. Jeremy, let's focus on the injury of George Kittle, though. What more can you tell us about his situation?
Laura, the 49ers are holding their breath. They're hopeful that this is not severe, but they're still in the process of gathering information on that ankle. I'm told the players got back into Santa Clara area at like 5 a.m. West Coast time, so they were just adjusting. Guys are walking into the training room of the building pretty much right now, so they should get clarity here soon. They are hopeful, Kittle is hopeful, that it's not a high ankle sprain. Now, the 49ers have played without Kittle. They're prepared to do so if they have to, but talking to people there, they feel like this is the time where we need to be all hands on deck, that we can legitimately win the Super Bowl here. We need Kittle to do so.
Yeah, I was glad he didn't go back in that game. Felt like they're just protecting everything they could there. We mentioned earlier the 49ers had a 31% chance to get the NFC #1 seed. They're in control of their own destiny for that top spot. They just need to beat the Bears in Week 17 and the Seahawks in Week 18. And it reminded me of Philip Rivers' optimism there. Colts playoff chances dropped to 2%, according to ESPN Analytics. Philip says he's made it with teams that had a lesser percentage, so we'll see what they're capable of. Let's get to some more top stories.
Yep.
Jeremy, what's going on with Lamar Jackson?
Lamar Jackson has a significant back contusion. That's what head coach John Harbaugh is calling it, significant. So I talked to somebody with the team today. They said they're just going to have to really take this day by day, see how much he can handle as far as practice workload. Typically when Jackson is hurt, he doesn't practice early in the week, tries to get out there later in the week. They're just going to see what they can do. Tyler Huntley is on deck. This is a team that is in a fragile state, I would say. Because of the Houston Park, because of Derrick Henry, how much are they going to use him? Can he get them to the finish line with slim playoff hopes? You got the Packers quarterbacks. You have two issues. You have Jordan Love in a concussion protocol still, and then you have Malik Willis with a shoulder issue. The head coach Matt LaFleur said that both will practice in some capacity coming up here midweek. That's a very good sign for Love. If he can get out there and clear the 5 steps of the protocol, he'll be ready to go. Sounds like Willis's issue is not severe, so they didn't sign a quarterback this week. It means they should be good with one of those two to start. And then DK Metcalf has his appeal for his 2-game suspension this afternoon. So we could hear news at some point early this evening as far as whether the NFL will uphold the 2-game suspension or whether they will lessen it. Typically the league upholds these type of things. Metcalf will make his case. He believes that he's been badgered by this guy. Apparently it's been on more than one occasion.
Yeah.
So maybe he can appeal to the league on that, but if not, Steelers have to make do with it.
He had made a complaint about this very fan a year ago, and there is some video floating around the other perspective where you see what the fan was doing to him. Either way, he certainly shouldn't have lost his cool. But thankfully for the Steelers, they have a bit of leeway when it comes to making the playoffs. They can only get in by winning the AFC North, but they're up 2